The following is a sponsored program paid for by Yaba TV.
Welcome to our beautiful show, the Yaba TV Show. I am your host, Yasia. So today our topic is reverse mortgage and you. Interesting topic? Well, we have one of the best reverse mortgage specialists in town here in Los Angeles that will be of service to you. So you don't want to miss this show today. Get your pen and paper ready and get some notes because he's going to educate you about what you need to know about reverse mortgage. Every question you may have thought about is coming your way to be answered on this show. Or better yet, you can connect with him. But to tell you the truth, this show will educate not just you, but everyone that is in a dilemma of reverse mortgage. So we have a brilliant show coming your way today. Tell everybody you know about our great show, the Yaba TV Show. We'll be back after these messages. You're back with our lovely show, the Yaba TV Show. I am your host, Yasia. So today our topic is reverse mortgage and you. And I have a specialist in the studio who has been doing it for over 15 years. He can definitely answer all your questions and be of service to you more than you can imagine. So without further delay, let me introduce my guest of the show, Walter D. Riches. Welcome.
Thank you so much, CSC. I appreciate it. It's great to be here. Great to see you.
Sure. So our audience, the TV audience, you're new to the TV land. Mm-hmm. You've been on the radio show before.
Right.
But let's talk about you, a little bit about you.
Okay. So with me, as you said, I've been doing this reverse and working with the senior community for 15 years now, at least. Mm-hmm. I've done everything from real estate. I started off in real estate. I went into regular mortgages, mm-hmm. and then it wasn't until 2016 that I did my first reverse mortgage. And I saw how the lady's life was transformed after I did that. Mm-hmm. And I decided if I was going to be in the mortgage business, that would be where I would stay, in the reverse mortgage area. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What is actually reverse mortgage and who can apply for it?
Wonderful. That's a good question. So a reverse mortgage is really like any other mortgage. The only difference really is how one pays it off. So in a regular mortgage, you get a mortgage, you make a mortgage payment every month, mm-hmm. hopefully for 30 years, mm-hmm. and then after 30 years, it's paid, your home becomes free and clear. In a reverse mortgage situation, you are not paying off the home necessarily. Mm-hmm. Let's say you have your home and you've been living in it for 15 years. You've paid off about 50% of the home and still have about 15 more years to go. Mm-hmm. You can actually stop making payments because most people in that age group, let's 70 years old, for example, mm-hmm. and you're retiring. So you're not going to have the same income that you've always had. So now you're trying to live, hopefully, in a way where the equity that you've built in the home could supplement your income. So when you do a reverse, you essentially stop making mortgage payments for the rest of your life. You get to live in the property as long as you're paying your taxes and you're paying your insurance and you're making sure the home is kept in a decent living condition. Mm-hmm. You are fine. You can live in that property until you're 150 years old if you choose to. Mm-hmm. You are not going to be obligated to make any payments until you leave the home. Mm-hmm. So whether you refinance the home, whether you sell, or even if you pass away, those will be events that would constitute leaving the home. Mm-hmm. So then once that happens, mm-hmm. you then, the bank calls your family members or your heirs and they say, mom or dad is gone. We have a home here where X amount is owed on the home. Here are your options. Would you like to refinance the home and keep it, or would you want to sell the home and pay off the reverse mortgage? Those are really the two options that your heirs will have when you're done.
Are there any risks, if any?
There are some risk in, like everything else. You know, there are always risks associated. Typically, I would say, when you say risk, if someone tells me that their home is paid off or almost paid off, and they have perhaps an heir that they would like to leave the property to, a child who perhaps hasn't done very well in life financially, and this child is depending on that home, then I usually will say that's a risky situation. I wouldn't want that person to do a reverse mortgage because the child may not be in position when that person passes away to be able to refinance the home and hold on to it. So that would be risky. Other than that, it's a pretty good loan. And the reason why the risk is so limited now is because FHA stepped in back in 1989, and they insure the loan now. So they have a lot of regulations in place to make sure that people are not scammed. Because as you and I both know, reverse mortgage has a very tainted reputation. And it's been that way for a long time. But FHA stepped in 1989 to really clean house and make sure that this product is a much better and safer product for the seniors.
Wow. Yeah. Who is the ideal candidate for reverse mortgage?
Yeah, I have all kinds of folks, but who's ideal? I'll just tell you some of the people that actually take advantage of this. We have folks, like I said, who are retiring. You're retiring, your income is going to probably, be reduced. So some people use this to supplement their income. They take equity out of the home, supplement their income. We have people who also want to use the funds for investment purposes. So I have folks that have a home that's probably paid off. They take the equity out of the home and they use it to build another home somewhere else, like a second home or ADU or something that would generate income for them. Because the home they're taking the equity out of, they're making no mortgage payments. So now you're living in the property making no mortgage payments, but you have another home that's generating income for you. So then that helps to supplement your retirement as well. So there are those people. Then there are those who say, well, I just want to take a line of credit using my equity where I'm not going to use it because I don't need it, but in case of emergency, it's there. And I don't get to pay any interest on it if I don't use it. So I'm just going to let it sit. And as it is sitting, it's actually growing interest on my behalf. So that 100,000 line that I put in place 10 years ago now is $150,000 that I'm able to use. So those are some of the people that really use this product all the time.
Does credit score play a role in reverse mortgage?
Good question. It does. And I know sometimes people say it doesn't. It's a little different than it is on a forward mortgage. In the reverse mortgage space, you're focused more on the equity in the property. So as long as you have enough equity in the property, if the credit is subpar, we're still able to address that issue. You can still get a reverse mortgage. There are ways to do that. So to answer your question, I've done 500 FICO scores, but they had enough equity in the property in order to be able
qualify.
To move forward. Exactly. Yeah.
We do need to take a quick break to acknowledge our sponsors, and then when we come back, we're going to share with you some music videos that you truly will enjoy. So if you love to dance, put on your dancing shoes, because this one, I guarantee you, you're going to find yourself dancing. Be back after these messages. You're back with our lovely show, the Yaba TV Show. I am your host, Yesir. So today we are speaking with Walter D. Richards. He is a reverse mortgage specialist for over 15 years, and he's actually been serving and helping the seniors 55 years or older So if you're 55 and you're looking forward to do reverse mortgage and you're in a limbo, you have no clue of where to go, this is definitely the show to watch, and this is the guy to contact. So without further delay, let me go back to my guest. Welcome again, Walter.
Thank you, Zia.
Let's talk about what if the homeowner moves or if they pass away. What happens?
So when the homeowner passes away, as I may have mentioned briefly, the bank calls the heirs, son, daughter, whomever it is that was named. The bank is going to call that person and give them the options. So typically they'll have about 6 months or so. The bank wants you to inform them as soon as the death happens, but it takes about 6 months. They understand you're going through a challenging time after a loss, but they'll give you 6 months to decide whether you want to sell or if you want to refinance the property and keep it, right? So it depends on what you do. Now, even though you have 6 months, if you're not able to complete that task in 6 months, then you can ask for an extension. They'll give you 3 months after that. And if you still don't complete it, you can ask for another 3 months. So in total, you have up to a year to be able to do something with the property. But it's not automatically a year. The bank wants to see that you're making some efforts to either sell or refinance, and you need more time in order to do that. Yeah.
So tell me, Walter, what about trust and will and trust?
Right.
What role does that play in reverse mortgage?
I am so glad you asked that question, because that's one of the things I'm very, very adamant about. I tell everyone when I do a reverse mortgage, I say, go and get this property in a trust if you don't already have it in a trust, because that will protect you. That will give the successor trustee the power, the authority to be able to make decisions about that home when the bank calls and says, what do you guys want to do? If you're not in a trust and that power is not granted to you, then you're not able to make that decision. And I've seen properties go into probate, and is a lengthy process. It's very expensive, for the homeowners. So it just takes forever. So I urge people to definitely put the property in a trust. And but I'm dealing with, for example, now I have about 2 or 3 situations I'm dealing with, and these folks are missing proper powers of attorney, right? You have to make sure you get the power of attorney before somebody becomes incapacitated. You can't wait until something happens, then you try to get the power of attorney, because the bank is going to want to see the doctor's letter that shows that the power of attorney was created when that person had full capacity, right? So I'm in situations now where doctor's letters are being shown, and we see that the date of diagnosis happened before the creation of the power of attorney. So it's really important to create that power of attorney when someone is fully mentally in charge of their faculties.
Another question is, what if the homeowner has 2 properties?
Right.
Can reverse mortgage apply to both properties?
That's a very good question, but no. A reverse mortgage, it has to be your primary residence. So you can only have one reverse mortgage. You can have a second home, but you cannot have a reverse mortgage on the second home. The example I was giving in the beginning, you can have your primary residence that you're living in, but if you do decide to build a second home, that primary has to continue to be your primary residence. And you have to live in that primary residence for most of the year.
Okay.
Exactly.
All
so
right.
you can't move out of the primary and move into the other and then think you can still hold on to the reverse mortgage. There's something called the occupancy certificate that comes every year. When you're in a reverse mortgage, you make sure you complete that form and send it back to the lender. That's the lender's way of ensuring that the home you're living in is still your primary residence.
Okay.
If you don't complete that form, then your home could actually go into foreclosure.
Okay, so it's crucial.
It's very crucial to complete that form every year. But speaking of foreclosure, I'm glad we went down this road, because that's another thing. People who are in foreclosure don't know that if they have enough equity in their property and they meet the reverse mortgage age criteria, that a reverse mortgage could actually help them out of foreclosure. We could actually
still live in that home.
Still live in the home, because most people who are in foreclosure want to stay in their homes. They don't necessarily want to sell, but sometimes they do sell because they don't have a choice and they don't have the knowledge that a reverse mortgage could potentially help them stay in their homes. So we're able to negotiate and keep you in your home, pay off the current loan that you have, and you get to live in your home now with no mortgage payments for the rest of your life.
Wow.
So
Well said. Great information.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
We're looking at this camera.
Yep.
Tell our audience where they can find you.
I'm right here in Los Angeles. I've been here helping the Los Angeles community and California, for that matter, for years now. This is all we do. I like to say, at My Reverse Options, reverse is all we do. So you can always call me at 310-436-5998. Again, it's 310-436-5998. Or you can reach me through the website, which is myreverseoptions.com.
All right. Well said.
Thank you.
You came very prepared.
Hey, I'll have to be. Have to be.
I like that.
Thank you.
I do want to thank you so much for your time on my show, and I
Thank
wish you continuous success
Yes.
in all of your projects.
Thank you. Yes, yeah, thank you. And thanks for all that you do for the community. You know, you're doing a wonderful job yourself. Thanks.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
We do need to take a quick break to acknowledge our sponsors. And then guess what? Some of you take the time to thank me for bringing you the consciousness of Africa to your homes all the time through music videos. And today we have another great music video coming your way, so you don't want to miss it. Tell everybody you know about our brilliant show coming your way. We'll be back after these messages.
More of The Yaba Show? Tune in to The Yaba Radio Show on 94.7 The Wave Radio and catch discussions and the rhythm of Africa every Sunday at 6:30 a.m. on 94.7 The Wave. Don't miss it.
Thank you so much for taking the time to watch our television broadcast today. We are on every Sunday at 4 p.m. right here on KCAL Los Angeles. If this is your first time watching our show, I believe that you had a great time watching the show today. That's my hope. I hope I'm truthful. But if not, I'd like for you to send me a letter. To go to our email, info@yabamedia.com, and send me an email. But if you like the show and the content of the show, please connect with us. If you'd like to connect with my guest of the show today, his name is Walter D. Riches. Connect with him directly, or you can reach us at our office at 562-833-8294. If you'd like to be a guest on my show, and you have what it takes to be a guest on this show and sit on my hot chair, contact us. If you're getting in town for the first time and want to connect with our international platform, contact us. If you're getting married or you have a special event and you want coverage on Yaba TV, contact us. Our phone number again is 562-833-8294. Follow us on Instagram, Yaba TV Los Angeles. Follow us on YouTube, Yaba TV Los Angeles. While you're there, like, share, and subscribe. That really makes my day. Like my mom used to say, Tomboekba Adichema, which means the best is yet to come. Till then, we'll see you next week at the same time on the Yaba TV Show, your contemporary bridge to the motherland, Africa.
The proceeding was a sponsored program paid for by Yaba TV.